Listen, sweetheart blood tests do not grade your worth, they guide your care. The numbers you bring home tomorrow start with the choices you make today. This is not about fear or perfection. It is about small, calm steps that make your results clearer, your veins easier, and your visit faster. We will fix 10 common mistakes older women make before blood tests and give you simple swaps you can do tonight at your kitchen table. I am not your clinician. Use common sense, adapt to your country, and ask your own team for personal rules. Here is the first win you can do in 5 minutes before the kettle sings. Write a tiny card and clip it to your insurance card. Line 1, the test date, the test names if you know them, and whether fasting is required. Line 2, your morning medicines you will take or hold and who told you. Line 3, your top question for the clinician who ordered the test. Put your glasses with the card. Set a morning alarm. This little kit moves a busy morning from guesswork to plan. Mistake 1, guessing about fasting. Some tests need an empty stomach. Others do not. The fix is simple. Read your order or message your clinic the day before. If fasting is required, aim for 8 to 12 hours with only water. Do not starve for a whole day. Do not skip water. For most routine cholesterol checks, many clinics accept a non-fasting sample now. But if your clinician wrote fasting or if your triglycerides run high, follow their exact rule. Schedule the draw in the morning so most of the fast is sleep. Keep water at the bedside. Sip. Mistake 2, arriving dry as a leaf. Dehydration makes veins hide and can skew some values. The fix. Drink small glasses of water through yesterday and this morning. A whole liter at dawn is not the goal. Steady sips are. If your clinician told you to restrict fluids for heart or kidney reasons, follow that rule. For everyone else, clear water is your friend. Skip juice during a fast. Tea or coffee plain may be allowed if the lab says so, but water is the safest choice. Mistake 3, hard exercise the day before. Long walks are fine. Heavy lifting, steep hills, or a new class can push muscle enzymes up and shift other markers. Your numbers look like a muscle party, and your clinician thinks you are injured. The fix. Keep exercise gentle for a day or two before tests unless you were told to do a stress test. A simple walk is perfect. Save big workouts for after the draw. Mistake 4, a late night with wine. Alcohol can raise triglycerides and disturb sugar and sleep. That turns a small test into a repeat visit. The fix, choose a calm evening. If you drink, skip alcohol the night before. If the test is for triglycerides, skip it for a day or two. Drink water, go to bed on time. Your morning veins will thank you. Mistake 5, the wrong breakfast for the test. If you must fast, you know the drill. But even non-fasting tests can be confused by a heavy, fatty meal right before the draw. The fix. If non-fasting is allowed, eat a small, steady breakfast earlier. For example, eggs with spinach and a glass of water. Avoid a high-fat meal on the way to the lab if lipids are part of the panel. If in doubt, ask, small breakfast okay for this test? And follow the answer. Mistake 6, silent supplements. Many women bring only prescription names and forget the healthy extras. Some vitamins and herbs change results or even trigger false alarms. One common culprit is biotin in hair and nail pills and in some medical treatments. Others include high-dose vitamin C around stool tests, big doses of fish oil before surgery, and iron pills before certain checks. The fix. Make a one-page list with every pill, powder, tea, and vitamin you swallow with dose and time of day. Bring the list. Ask, should I pause any of these before this test and for how long? If you take biotin, ask how many hours to pause so the assays do not lie. Bring bottles or a photo if that helps. Mistake 7, making your veins work too hard at the chair. When we get nervous, we clench and pump a fist to make the vein pop. A tight tourniquet left on too long plus a pumping fist can nudge potassium and some other values off. The fix, warm your hands before you sit down. Breathe out slow. Ask for a butterfly needle if your veins are shy. Keep your hand open and still. If the tourniquet feels like forever, ask for a brief release while they set up again. If you feel faint, tell them and draw lying down or with your feet up. This is not drama, it is safety. Mistake 8, bringing last-minute medicine surprises. Some medicines change results. Blood thinners affect bleeding time for procedures. Diuretics change salt and potassium. Pain pills can stress kidneys. Thyroid pills can change thyroid tests if taken right before the draw. The fix. Ask the ordering clinician which morning pills to take and which to delay until after. For many tests, you take medicines as usual with water. For a few, timing matters. If you are unsure, ask the lab staff to call the clinician before the draw. Bring the written list so no one guesses. Mistake 9, treating all urine and stool kits like they are the same. Often the lab hands you more than a blood tube. Urine and stool tests have rules that matter. The fix: read the paper that comes with the kit. For a clean catch urine, wash, start to pee, then catch midstream in the cup without touching the inside. Close it. Label it. For stool tests that look for hidden blood, some clinics ask you to avoid red meat and some vitamins and certain pain pills for a few days. Follow the exact instructions from your clinic. If a rule is not possible for you, tell them and reschedule. Accuracy beats speed. Mistake 10, leaving with a mystery. You brave the needle, and then you forget to ask what happens next. The fix: before you stand up, ask 3 things. 1, when and where will results appear? 2, who will explain them and how fast? 3, what number you call if a result looks confusing or if you feel off after the draw. If a result might change a medicine that same day, ask the lab to mark it as urgent for the clinician. Words on paper survive parking lots. Get the plan printed if you can. Now let us build a simple evening before and morning of routine you can reuse every time. Evening: eat a steady dinner. Drink water. Set your clothes out with sleeves that push above the elbow. Put your card and list by the door. Place a small bottle of water in your bag. Set 2 alarms. If fasting is needed, place a note on the fridge that says, water only. Morning: wake. Take only the approved medicines with a small sip of water. Do not take vitamins unless your clinician told you to. Dress in layers. Arrive a little early so you can sit quietly for 3 minutes before vitals. Calm helps numbers. Here is the secret. You can ask for comfort. Say, my veins roll. We use a warm pack and a butterfly needle. Say, please draw while I am lying down, I get faint. Say, could you release the tourniquet and reapply? Good phlebotomists want you steady. You are not a problem. You are a partner. If English is not your first language or hearing is hard, prepare a card with 3 sentences. My tests today are fasting. These are my medicines and supplements. Please write the plan and the follow-up date. Ask for printed instructions in your language or large font. If you lip read, ask the staff to face you. You are not asking for favors. You are asking for accuracy. How to group tests so you do not repeat visits. Message your clinician a week before and ask, can we do all my annual labs in one draw? Ask to combine cholesterol, blood sugar checks, thyroid, vitamin levels, and others if appropriate. If you need special timing for a drug level, place that one on its own day. 1 stick is kinder than 3. A gentle note on money. Repeat trips and repeat sticks cost time and sometimes fees. Clarity the night before is cheaper than confusion at 9 in the morning. If a lab is out of network, call the number on your insurance card and ask which nearby site is covered. If cost is a worry, ask your clinician for the smallest panel that answers the clinical question today. Labs love clarity too. Your home kit that makes draws smoother. A light scarf to warm the arm on the way. A stress ball to squeeze gently after the tourniquet comes off. A small snack if you fasted. A bottle of water. A pen. If bruising is common for you, ask for a longer press with gauze after the draw and keep the band on for 2 hours. Hold pressure for a full minute before you stand. Bruise less, worry less. What to do after the draw? Eat a small, steady meal if you fasted. Drink water. Skip heavy exercise for the rest of the day. Check the portal in the time frame they gave you. If you see a result that scares you, do not self-diagnose at midnight. Write 2 questions and send a simple message in the morning. Use your calm words. I see this number. Is it expected? What is our plan? A few special cases you may hear about. If your clinician ordered creatine kinase for muscle problems, avoid hard workouts for 2 days before so the number reflects your body, not yesterday's chores. If you're testing iron or ferritin, ask whether to pause iron pills the day before or the morning of. If you're checking thyroid, ask whether to take your morning pill before or after the draw. If you take a water pill, ask if you should take it after the draw to protect blood pressure during the visit. These are tiny timing choices that prevent repeat visits. Here is a 1-week prep rhythm that turns blood tests from a scramble into a calm ritual. 7 days out. Check your portal, confirm location and coverage. 6 days out. Make the 1-page list of medicines and supplements with doses and times. 5 days out. Keep exercise normal but skip any brand new heavy class. 4 days out. Review any special rules for stool or urine kits. 3 days out. If you take high-dose biotin for hair or nails or a medical reason, ask your clinician how long to pause. Some women are told to pause for a day, others for longer. Follow your rule, 2 days out. If triglycerides are the focus, skip alcohol and rich food, 1 day out. Set out clothes, card, glasses, water. Sleep. Morning of water, approved medicines, and calm. Use your voice if something feels off at the chair. If they ask for a second tube right after a bad draw, you can say, "Let us pause and try a different site." If the tourniquet has been on a long time, you can say, "Could you release it for a moment?" If 3 tries fail, you can ask to stop and return another day, or ask for a more experienced phlebotomist or for a draw in a different area that often finds deep veins. Your arms are your arms for life. Protect them. If you live alone, make a small plan for after the draw. Text a friend, "All done, feeling fine." If you feel lightheaded later, sit, drink water, eat a small salty snack, and rest. If you develop a large, painful swelling at the draw site, call the lab or clinician. Most bruises are simple. True complications are rare. Trust your sense. Dining and movement anchors that help most tests look like your real self. Keep a protein-first breakfast on normal days. Walk 10 minutes after your largest meal. Sleep on purpose. These habits do not just make labs easier, they make life easier. Do you do this to arrive dry? Hurry up the stairs, then watch your numbers spike. Could you try the sit for 3 minutes rule before vitals and see what changes? Have you noticed that a calm evening and a small breakfast make the whole visit smoother? Tell me in the comments which 2 fixes you will try this month and who you will invite to be your text buddy for check-ins after medical visits. Recap you can tape inside a cabinet. Do not guess about fasting. Water is your friend unless your team says otherwise. Keep exercise gentle the day before. Skip alcohol the night before and heavy food on the way to the lab. List every supplement and ask what to pause. Treat your veins kindly. Clarify morning medicines. Follow urine and stool kit rules by paper. Leave with a plan for results and follow-up. Getting older is not about being perfect for your lab slip. It is about giving the lab your real self so the plan you get fits the life you live. I am cheering for you. Now set your alarm, fill your water glass, and clip that little card to your wallet for morning.